In early April, when the cherry blossoms in Tokyo had passed their peak and most had fallen, I came to Lake Kawaguchi-ko in search of cherry blossoms in full bloom. The cherry blossoms in Lake Kawaguchi-ko bloom about a week to 10 days later than those in Tokyo. Beyond the cherry blossoms, you can see Lake Kawaguchi-ko, and even further beyond, Mount Fuji. Today, I'd like to take a stroll around Lake Kawaguchi-ko. This is Mount Fuji as seen from Lake Kawaguchi-ko. I think it looks quite different from how it appears from Tokyo or from the Shinkansen. This is Mount Fuji as seen from the Pacific Ocean side, or Shizuoka Prefecture. You can see a small, raised mountain on the right slope of Mount Fuji. This mountain is called Mount Hoei. Mount Hoei is a volcano that was formed by the eruption of 1707. It has an elevation of 2,693 meters, and a huge crater is located next to it. In contrast, Mount Fuji viewed from the Yamanashi Prefecture side has a gently sloping and beautiful ridgeline that continues towards its base, and its well-proportioned shape offers a different kind of awe compared to the familiar view of Mount Fuji. Whether Mount Fuji is more beautiful from one side depends on personal preference, but I personally prefer the view from the Yamanashi Prefecture side. To the north of Mount Fuji lie 5 lakes known as the Fuji 5 Lakes. These lakes are dammed lakes formed by the eruption of Mount Fuji. The lake in the lower right is Lake Ashi-no-ko, located in Hakone. Lake Yamanaka-ko is the largest of the Fuji 5 lakes in terms of area, and its surface elevation is the highest among the 5 lakes, ranking 3rd highest in all of Japan. On the other hand, its depth is the shallowest of the Fuji 5 lakes at 13.3 meters. Lake Kawaguchi-ko, which I visited this time, is the 2nd largest lake after Lake Yamanaka-ko. The water surface elevation is 833 meters, making it the lowest of the Fuji 5 lakes. The maximum depth is 14.6 meters. Its circumference is 19.0 kilometers, and due to its complex shoreline, it has the longest circumference of the Fuji 5 lakes. It is a volcanic lake formed by the eruption activity of Mount Fuji, and its formation is estimated to have occurred approximately 10,000 years ago. The remaining 3 lakes are Lake Motosu-ko, Lake Shoji-ko, and Lake Sai-ko. Their water levels are all at the same height, and it is believed that they were originally one large lake that was divided into 3 by lava flows from a volcanic eruption. Therefore, the elevation of all the lake surfaces is the same at 902 meters. Now, let's continue our stroll along the shores of Lake Kawaguchi-ko. Next, we headed to Fuji Omuro Sengen Shrine, located on the opposite shore of the lake. Sengen shrines originated from a belief in appeasing volcanic eruptions, and they enshrine Mount Fuji as a sacred mountain. There are said to be approximately 1,300 such shrines throughout Japan. In Yamanashi Prefecture alone, there are 38 Sengen shrines. The Fuji Omuro Sengen Shrine, which I visited this time, was founded in 699 and is said to be the oldest shrine on Mount Fuji. The main shrine, which was located at the second station of Mount Fuji, was repeatedly destroyed by fire due to eruptions of Mount Fuji, and also deteriorated rapidly due to the harsh natural conditions. Each time, it was rebuilt by the imperial family and powerful warlords. Later, in 958, a lower shrine was built on the shores of Lake Kawaguchi-ko to facilitate worship ceremonies. At Sengen Shrine, cherry trees are considered sacred trees, and many cherry trees are planted there. The main deity enshrined here is Konoha Sakuya Hime. She was incredibly beautiful, the granddaughter of Amaterasu Omikami, and later the wife of Ninigi, the founder of the imperial family. Due to the legends that she safely gave birth to a prince amidst fire, she is famous as the goddess of Mount Fuji, bestowing blessings for safe childbirth, fertility, and matchmaking. She is also considered a water goddess who calms volcanoes, and because the abundant spring water of Mount Fuji has brought many blessings, she is also revered as a goddess of prosperity and commerce. The Divine Messenger Cow. Within our shrine grounds, there is a statue of a cow that serves as a divine messenger. It is believed that stroking the cow in the same place on your body as the part that is ailing will cure your illness, and it is also known as a cow that heals illnesses. Furthermore, it is said that stroking the cow while making a wish will bring blessings to the part of the body that is stroked. For academic success, stroke the head or horns, and for conception and safe childbirth, stroke the belly. Next, we will head to Arakurayama Sengen Shrine. This place is famous because the slope leading from the shrine to the mountaintop has been developed into a park, and the 5-story pagoda, in particular, is a popular scenic spot. However, until a few years ago, this place was only known locally, and even I, a Japanese person, had never heard of it. Now, however, it has attracted international attention as a place where you can capture Japan's 3 major symbols, Mount Fuji, cherry blossoms, and a 5-story pagoda, all in one photograph, and it has become famous as a Mount Fuji photography spot. However, when you visit, you'll find that most of the visitors are foreigners. You hardly see any Japanese people other than tour groups. For Japanese people, Mount Fuji, cherry blossoms, and 5-story pagodas are all so commonplace that they don't feel it's particularly worthwhile to visit just to see them together. This place gained international attention after being featured on the cover of the Michelin Green Guide Japan in 2015, and also on the cover of National Geographic's Traveler in 2018, making it a popular photography spot for foreigners. In Thailand in particular, perhaps due to the inclusion of photos in textbooks, the vast majority of visitors are Thai, and it seems to have gained a reputation as a sacred site there. Come to think of it, when I first visited Lake Kawaguchi-ko, most of the foreigners were from Southeast Asia, and they were probably Thai. A 5-story pagoda. It's known to foreigners as Tueretoho Pagoda. Although it's called pagoda, since it's on the grounds of a Shinto shrine, it's unrelated to Buddhism. It more accurately means tower. The initial Tueretoho is the original meaning of this tower. It was built to commemorate those from the city who died in the wars in which Japan participated after the Meiji Restoration, the First Sino-Japanese War, the Russo-Japanese War, World War I, and the Pacific War. It was erected in 1962, stands 19.5 meters tall, and was designed based on the 5-story pagoda of Shitennoji Temple in Osaka. I believe this is the only place in Japan where a 5-story pagoda exists on the grounds of a Shinto shrine. The area around the pagoda has been developed into a park, and approximately 650 cherry trees have been planted there. The observation deck, which offers views of Mount Fuji, the cherry blossoms, and the 5-story pagoda, was renovated and expanded in 2022. However, on this day, the wait to reach the observation deck was 2 hours, so I gave up.